Screencasting. Which app should I use? How do we know what app is good to use? Let's look at some of the apps that we could choose from. We could choose Show Me, Nomia, Explain Everything, or Edu Creations. In the next few minutes, we'll cover a few of these apps and what I find beneficial from each of the apps and what I don't necessarily like. Check out Show Me now. Show Me has a lot of good features. You can choose a photo from your device. You can take a photo from your device. You can also search the internet. These are all pretty much basic features that most apps have. The one thing that I really like the best about the Show Me app is about the choosing. Show Me offers a lot of different backgrounds, which is really nice. So a music teacher could use this to teach students about filling in a staff. Math teachers have graphs here, the y and x axis. There's also some like chart paper. So it's not just your basic background, which is really a nice feature. Some of the other apps do have this, but I feel like this one is the most comprehensive, which is nice. Another app I'd like to look at right now is Edu Creations. Edu Creations is a good app because it allows you to share your lessons with your class. So this is really cool, but you have to have a login and you have to also create a class. So that takes some extra work, but it's nice because then students can view these lessons at home on other devices. The other feature that I really like a lot about Educreations is that there's featured lessons, as you can see in this column over here. So you can choose whether you want to do language arts, social studies, world languages, choose the topic, and then there's just a bunch of featured lessons that are posted that you could pick. You are capable of downloading some of them. I feel this is really a big asset of Educreations because it can save an educator a lot of time. One thing that hinders me with apps typically is when you have to upgrade because this typically costs money, so I typically steer clear. So as you can see here, in order to be able to use the pointer tool, which I feel is a very important tool when doing a screencast, but in this case you'd have to upgrade to the Pro version in order to be able to use that tool. So now we're going to go into the tool Explain Everything. So I do have a bias because I've used Explain Everything in the past, so I feel most comfortable with Explain Everything, and I do feel like it is the most user-friendly app in creating screencasts, and it's the most comprehensive. So this is the screen that you would see when you open it up. So you can add a new lesson by clicking up here on the plus. And when you add a new lesson, you will see this screen. So all you have to do is choose a template. You can choose landscape or portrait. When you open it up, this is the screen you'll see. You can select different tools, like if you use the finger up at the top, that's your pointer. You can draw with a pencil, draw with a marker or a highlighter. You can draw different shapes. You can make text. You can add different things. We can look at that further. You can delete different parts of your screen. You can undo. And this is a highlighter, which you see me using right now. And then you can zoom in with this. So there's lots of different things that we're capable of doing with this app. So when you click on the eye icon, there's all these different activities that you can do or things that you can do. So you can group or ungroup some of your pictures or your snapshots. You can duplicate things. You can copy and paste. You can flip left and right. You're able to, if you go into the lock section, you'd be able to lock things into place. So this app really allows you to do a lot more than the other apps, and that's why I like this one so much. But the feature that this has that I like the most is the ability to rewind and re-record things without having to redo every single part of it. So you can go back and you can delete parts of your recordings. So this part at the bottom will show up when you are recording. You just push this little button down here to record, and then you could push stop, and then you can rewatch it by pushing the play button. This is really a useful tool and has helped me a lot actually in just creating the screencast today. I hope you learned a little bit about the 4 different apps that we were talking about today. They really are all beneficial for screencasting. Ultimately, if I had to choose just one, I would definitely choose Explain Everything. This is the app I would recommend if somebody was asking me about screencasting and what I feel is the most beneficial for making a lesson. So I hope you enjoyed this and have a good day.